Welcome from Thomas E. Hanna Family Y. My name is Sissy Rosebrock and I am an enhanced fitness and Live Strong instructor. To my right is Star C. She is a water aerobic instructor. She works with those that have been diagnosed with arthritis. To my left is Karen Horn, and she's the coordinator of Live Strong. So what we're going to do today is we are going to do a workout that will enhance your strength and your balance. So what you need is a sturdy chair. You need water. If you want to add some additional resistance, you can use a hand weight, you can use a water bottle, you can use a can of food, you can use a bag of beans. That's your option. Make sure you have sturdy, of course, your sturdy chair. Make sure you have on supportive shoes, no stocking feet. If you're more comfortable, you can stand close to a wall or a counter. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a dynamic warm-up. The purpose of that is to warm your body up, to get the synovial fluid flowing through your joints and to prepare your body for the exercises that we're going to do. And then we're going to do a series of some strength and balance exercises, which are very effective. Very little equipment is required. Because we realize that not everybody works at the same level, Star is going to demonstrate level 1, Karen will demonstrate level 2, and I will demonstrate level 3. If you need to take a break, get a sip of water, you can always pause the video. If you want to do a certain movement more, then pause the video, perform the number of repetitions, and then come back and join us. Always work within a pain-free range of motion. Remember to breathe, don't hold your breath, drink water throughout. And before any kind of workout session you do, ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today, and what will my body let me do? So get ready for the dynamic warm-up. So I'm going to have you stand. If you feel more comfortable with this part, you can sit, but all three of us are going to be standing. So you want to stand with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, shoulders back and down, shoulder blades down into these back pockets. Knees are soft, so you don't want to lock out your knees. And we're going to start and we're going to rotate and look to the right. And now bring it back to the center and look to your left. Working on range of motion in the neck, back to the center, look to your right, center, left, center. Now I'm going to have you tilt your head to the right. Remember, it's ear to shoulder, not shoulder to ear. You should feel a stretch inside of your neck. Lift and tilt your head to the left. Lift, back to the right again. Lift, one more time to the left. And lift. Shoulder rolls. Shoulders up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Let it come from your shoulders, not your elbows. Now we're going to reverse it. So up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. 2 more. Continuing to work on the shoulders, I'm going to have you stand in the T position. Palms are down, shoulders are back. Making small circles, gradually get larger and larger. This is where you need to make sure that you stay within that pain-free of motion. Get larger. And now as large as you can go without pain. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. Go back to that T position. You're going to flip your arms where your palms are facing up and reverse the direction. You might feel this in your upper back. Larger circles. A little larger. Now, as large as your shoulder joint will let you go. Let's do 2 more. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. This next is also working the upper body. You might feel it in your shoulders a little bit more, but you're going to give yourself a hug. Think about which arm is on top. Now open up. Hug, alternate top arms. And open up. Exhale. Inhale as you open. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Last one. Good. Okay. One of the hardest things for us to do, I think, as we get older is take off our shirts. So we're going to work on that movement. You're going to cross your arms in front, overhead, come into the goal post position. And let's repeat that. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. Arms down. We're going to reach. We're going to take our left arm, reach across to the right with some torso rotation and pull back. Ready? Here we go. Make sure you got that torso rotation. 1 more. And let's go to the other side. Right arm reaches to the left and pull back. Two more. Last one. Good. Take a deep breath in, arms up. Let's work on the lower body. Come to the side of your chair. So you're on the right side of your chair, and you're going to shift your weight to your left leg. Hold on if you need to. You're going to swing your right leg forward and back. Let it come from the hip joint. You're not leaning forward and back. Your torso is up straight. Working on range of motion in the hip. Here we go. Forward and back. Notice how we're maintaining that upright posture. Two more. Good. Now let's make a circle in the air from the hip. One more. Good. Now we're going to go to the other side. So you're going to shift your weight to your right leg. The left leg is going to swing forward and back from the hip. Here we go. Forward and back. You might feel a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings and your quads. Two more. Now make that circle as large as you can make it comfortably. Two more. Last one. Good. Now we're going to stand behind. Karen will have Karen turn sideways. We're going to swing our leg across the front of our body like a pendulum. So you're going to shift your weight to your left leg. You're going to take your right leg and swing it forward and back across your body. Ready? Here we go. Two more. Now let's switch sides. Shift your weight to your right leg. Left leg is the pendulum. Ready? Here we go. One more. Good. Now we're going to work on our ankle joint. Flexibility in the ankle is very important to help with mobility. So I'm going to have Star have a seat so she can, so you can see that you can sit to do this. So we're going to shift our weight to our right, to our left leg, extend our right, and we're going to point and flex the foot from the ankle. Good. Now we're going to draw a circle in the air with our toes. It's not so much about speed as range of motion. 2 more. Reverse direction. Last one. Good. Now other. Shift your weight to your right leg. Extend the left. Point and flex. Point and flex. Draw that circle. Two more. Reverse direction. Two more. Good job. So hopefully you feel warmed up. Now we're getting ready to go into the balance and the strength portion of it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on our calf muscles. We're going to march on the balls of our feet. So I'm going to have Star stand up, and she's going to hold on to the chair. Karen is not going to hold on, and I'm going to add some upper body. So you find the level that is comfortable but challenging for you. Ready? Come up and march here, just flat-footed. Now come up and march. One more like this. And march. Now we're all going to come back and hold on, because now we're going to march on our heels. So you're going to come up, lifting your toes, march on your heels. I have you holding on because I want to decrease the risk of you falling back. So you're going to lift your toes and march on your heels. Here we go. Now march flat. On your toes. March flat. One more. March flat. Good. Now I'm going to have you take your feet wide. Now straighten your legs. We're going to go into rock the boat. Rock, rock. Weight transfer is very important. This is mimicking weight transfer from right to left. Options here, you can always hold on. So we want to put a little bit more difficulty into it, add a little touch. So we're going to do 1, 2, hold. I'll tell you when. Here we go. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. One more. 1, 2, hold, and march. Right. We're going to go through those 3 just a couple more times. March on your toes. March flat. March on your heels. Hold on if you need to. March flat. Take those feet wide. Rock the boat. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. One more. 1, 2, hold. I lied. One more. 1, 2, hold. March right. So that was more of a dynamic balance and strength your toes strengthens your calves. Marching on your heels strengthens the area around the shin. So now we're going to do more of a static. This is called a star balance. So star here is going to keep her feet on the floor. So I'm going to have you shift your weight to your right leg. You can extend your left leg out and extend your right arm diagonally out from your right shoulder. Now, Star is going to stay here. Karen is going to lift that left foot, and I'm going to lift my left foot, but I'm going to add a weight. And we're going to hold it. This is where you need to breathe. Good job. Take it back. When you're doing a static balance exercise like this, pick a point, a stationary point, and focus on that. Okay, so now we're going to switch sides. So you're going to shift your weight to your left leg, extend that right leg out, lift the arm, always stabilize before you move. Now lift and hold. And release. Let's do the other side again. We're going to do 2 repetitions on each side. Shift the weight to the right, extend the left leg out, right arm goes up, and hold. Good. Last time on the other side. Shift the weight to the left, right leg out, left arm up, and hold. And release. Another thing that is a functional thing is that we pick things up from the floor and we put them in something overhead, a cabinet, on a shelf. So I'm short, all 3 of us are short. So if it's way up, what we have to do, and you notice you'll probably shift your weight and reach. So we're going to mimic that movement. So I'm going to have Star sit, and I want you to notice how when she reaches overhead, she is transferring her weight from one hip to the other. Karen, notice that she's transferring her weight from one leg to the other. I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to hold a weight. So it's slow and controlled. So we're going to squat, shift to the right first. Ready? Here we go. Squat, shift to the left. Four more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to squat, and we're going to put something right overhead, straight overhead. I'm going to have Karen turn to the side so you can see her form. Notice her hips are going to be back. Her neck is going to be neutral. So she is not leaning over, but she is sitting back. Star is going to do it seated. Here we go. So squat to the chest, reach overhead. Two more. This is so much fun. We're going to do 2 more. Total of 8. Last one. Good. Okay, you might notice your heart rate go up with that a little bit because you're using a lot of lower body muscles. Okay, Star's going to stand up again. This is also a balance and sort of a little bit of a weight transfer. This is called tap around the clock. Star's going to hold on. Karen is not going to hold on. and I'm going to lift my leg. So we are going to transfer our weight to our left leg, extend the right leg out, and go around like a clock. And then we're going to come to the center, and then we're going to take that out of it. Okay? Ready? Here we go. Front, side, back, center. Front, side, back, center. Front, side, back, center. Front, side, back. Now take the center out. Just front, side, back, front, side, back. Two more. Front, side, back. Last one. Front, side, back. Switch to the other side. It takes coordination and stability to stand on one limb and move another. So that's what makes it a little bit difficult. So let's try this. Shifting your weight to your right leg. Extend that left leg out to the front. You find your level. Go front, side, back to the center. Front, side, back, center. Front, side, back. One more like this. Front, side, back. Now leave out the center. Front, side, back, front, side, back, front, side, back. One more. Front, side, back to the center. Great job. Okay, moving to the other side, a little bit different. Now we're going to put some upper body into it. So Star and I are going to shift our weight to our left leg. We're going to lift our right leg. Well, Star's going to lift her right heel. So she's going to have a little bit more base of support. I'm going to lift my right leg. Karen's going to lift her right leg, and she's going to hold it there. Star and I are going to incorporate some upper body. So we're going to reach front, side, back. Ready? Here we go. Front, side, back, front, side, back, front, side, back, front, side, back. Switch to the other side. Shift that weight to the right leg. Lift your left heel or your right leg. Star and I are going to use our upper body. Ready? Here we go. Front, side, back, front, side, back, front, side, back. One more reach. Front, side, and back. Remember, get you some water. Take you a break if you need to. We're almost there. So, one of the previous where we did our tap around the clock, I'm going to have Star do that. She's going to tap around the clock. Karen is going to step around the clock. So she's going to step forward. Here we have that weight transfer. Me, I'm going to put a little bit of a lunge into it, just to add a little bit more intensity to it. So we're going to shift our weight to our left leg. We're going to step forward, tap, step, or lunge forward first. Ready? Go. Forward, side, back. 3 more. Forward, side, back. Notice shoulders over hips. Forward, side, back. Last one. Forward, side, and back. Okay, other side. Shifting that weight to the right. Step forward with the left, or tap. Ready? And go. Forward, side, back. 3 more. Forward, side, back. 2 more. Forward, side, back, last one, forward, side, back. Good. Take a break if you need to, pause the video if you need to, get you some water. So we've done a lot of weight transfer. We're getting ready to do it again. This was sort of in all different planes. We've done rock the boat. Now we're going to do rocking horse. So Star, I believe you're going to stand to the side and she's going to hold on. Karen is going to do it not holding on. And I'm going to do it when I rock forward, I'm going to lift my heel. So that's taking away some of the base of support. So I always like to use this analogy of if you're stepping off of a corner and here comes the car, you want to step back. So it's weight transfer, forward and back. So we're going to start shifting the weight to the left leg, step forward, right leg, lift the left, now step back on left, lift the right. Here we go, we're going to do 4, 1, 2, 3, last one, 4. Good, let's switch to the other side. This is one you might want to stop the video and do some more. Okay, shift the weight to the right leg. We're going to step forward or rock forward with the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. The next one I will have Star have a seat. This seems very simple, but in our class, when I've had people do it, they tell me it's hard. Because what we're doing is we are stretching out our chest, contracting our upper back muscles. This is good for your posture. So if you're going for a walk in your neighborhood, as you cool down, why don't you try this? So I'm gonna have you stand or sit, take your hands, put them behind your ears. Make sure you do not clasp your hands because you tend to want to pull on your neck. You're going to look forward, so you're not going to look down, you're going to look forward. You're going to open up that chest and march. You don't have to march, but you can walk around your house with this, doing this. So you can just move if you want to, or march in place, or have a seat and march. I'm going to go up one more time. Now march in place. Hopefully you feel this and release. Okay, next we're going to mimic standing up from a chair. Sometimes people stand up quickly and they get dizzy. That's just because their blood pressure hadn't had time to normalize. So what I'm going to have you do is have a seat. Take your feet a little bit wide and sit forward in your chair. Different arm placement or hand placement on your thighs, across your chest, or you can even extend them out in front, which will sort of counterbalance your weight. And so I'm going to have you stand up. We're going to do 3 different. First I'm going to have you stand up and just stand there. Then we're going to move a little bit. Ready? Here we go. So stand up, and I want you to take it down as slow as you can, down. Just make sure you know where you're sitting. Don't want you to miss the chair. Ready? Stand. Sit. Again, take it up, down. One more like this, up and down. Okay, so now we're going to stand and march in place. It's like we're standing and we're getting ready to go somewhere. Here we go. Stand, march. Now sit down slow. stand, and march. Sit down slow. We're gonna do 2 more like this. And stand and march. Sit down. Last one, stand and march. And sit. I'm gonna add a different element to it. I'm gonna step forward and back. Karen and Star are gonna stand and march. Ready? Here we go. Stand, march, and sit. Ready, go. Stand, march, and sit. We're gonna do 2 more. Stand, march, sit. Last one. Stand, march, and sit. Good. Okay, last thing I believe are toe raises. Star's going to remain seated. Karen and I are going to stand, and Karen's going to turn sideways. The purpose of these is it's very important that you be able to lift your toes up quickly. Think about if you were to stumble, you would want to be able to lift your toes up to prevent you from tripping. So we're going to mimic that. Now this is one that I really like for you to hold on because I want to decrease the risk of you falling back. So you're going to stand with your feet about hip-width apart. You're going to lift both feet up, keeping your heels on the floor, both feet up quickly, and then let them down slow. We'll do a total of 6 of these. Ready? Here we go. Lift. Take it down. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. 3 more. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. Last one. Lift and down. Very simple, but very important. Okay, so we've done a warm-up, we've done some strength and balance. Now we're just going to stretch out just a little bit. So I want you can remain seated or you can stand. I want you to take a deep breath in, arms up, and exhale. 1 more, arms up, and exhale. Shoulder rolls up, back and down. I am going to have Star stand because I want to show you some standing stretches. Karen, if you would turn sideways for me again. So you're going to hold on to the back of your chair. You're going to take your right leg and you're going to step back. This stretches out your calf muscles, the lower leg. You're going to make sure that your back foot is pointed forward and your heel is pressed down. And step forward, step back with your left. Now I'm going to have you step back with that right, and you're going to flex forward from the hip. So you're not rounding your back, you're shifting your weight back, straightening your legs. If it bothers you to drop your head, you can keep your head up. This stretches out the side of your torso. It stretches out the back, posterior body, your hamstrings, your glutes. Now slowly lift your head and then walk forward. And let's stretch out the chest. This is one way you can stretch it out. This stretches it, or this, depending on what your shoulder will let you do. And release, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Thank you very much for participating with us today. I thank Star and Karen for helping me with this, and I just pray that you stay safe and healthy. Thank you.